All right, so now we need to take this rough map and we need to make it into a detailed, accurate master map. And to do that, we're going to use graph paper. So I've got some graph paper up here, and I've got regular paper, or our sketch down here. And the very first thing we need to figure out is how big is one of these squares. So each square will represent a certain amount of feet, and so we need to figure out what that is. So we start off with our biggest number, 93 feet, right? We have 93 feet from here to here. And so therefore, we need to make sure that that 93 feet fits from here to there. Now we have to count up the number of squares, and then we can go from there. So the way I like to personally do that is count by fives. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I make a little mark, so I know that's 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. That's 4. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 24, 24 squares to work with. But this is 93 feet. So I can't say that each one of these squares is worth 1 foot or each side of a square is 1 foot, because that would only be 24 feet. I need 93. I need a lot more than that. Even if I double it and say each side is 2 feet, that's 48, 3 feet, 4 feet. So when I get to 4 feet now, that's almost 100, because 25 times 4 is 100. And so that's going to work. So I need to have each one of these sides be 4 feet. 4 feet each side. Now let's double check and make sure that's going to work width-wise as well. So we'll do that same thing. We'll count up our squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All right, so then we got 5, 10, 15, 18 going this way. 18 feet. And so if we did 18 times 4, 18 times 4. Okay, so we'll do 18 times 10, that's 40. And then 18 times 4, 8 times 4, that's 32. So now I've got 72 there. And so if I look down here, plenty of space, right? So 72, I need 55, no problem. All right, so now let's count that out. And probably the easiest way is to count by fours, or you can do multiplies, right? So if each one of these is 4 here, then when you get to 5, we're talking about 20 feet in that. So that's going to be 20 feet. That's going to be 20 feet. We only need 55. So I know if that's 20, that's 40, 44, 48, 52, 56. So that's basically where we're going to go. So from this corner here to just 1 foot inside of that space. And my fancy dancy little iPad app lets me do a straight line if I just hold it. You're going to use a ruler if you're doing paper pencil, and that totally works great as well. I'll do the same thing over here. That looks good. Now for our length, how much are we going to use top to bottom? 93 feet. Again, we figured out every 5 blocks times 4 is 20. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 84, 88, 92. Right? So that's really close. We need to go just over 92 to get to 93, and then we can do that same idea there. Okay, all right, so there we go. Now that gives us our big dimensions for our mercado, right? So now we know this is the outside perimeter. So that's step 1. Step 2 now is to get these little blocks in here. And there's a couple ways to do it. Probably the easiest is to measure up, because we said this is 4 feet here. And so that's 4 feet, and this is 33 feet. From here down is 33. So up 4, down, and then up to 33. So 4 feet. Remember, one of these blocks is 4. So we're talking about basically going up to about there, approximately, because that's a little bit over, like it is from there, a little over this line to there. And then we need to go up to 33 feet. So I remember I was saying that 5, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 20, 24, 28, 32, and this is my extra 33 right there. So I know I'm going to go up to about that point, and that's about 33 feet. And you can put individual blocks in here if you wanted to, or you can just block out that whole space. Oh, and we said it was about 2 feet in, so about half of the about half of a square. All right, so that's that block space, and we know we can't use that, or we're gonna have to put tables over it. So these are parking blocks. So we know that we have to be careful about tripping hazards in here. So that's these. So I got those done now. Same idea with this one. And you're just going to go through and do that for this area, for this area, for the little grate. Remember, I missed the grate part. So you're going to put all those in here and get that all detailed out so that we know exactly in relation to everything else where all these pieces are. All right, so go on to do your master map. Good luck.